Welcome back guys to Skull Hacks, so continuing with our networking series. This video will be focused on comparing three main networking tools which are a hub, a switch and a router. This video will explain and differentiate between these three. This is usually a big confusion in beginners in between these three. Watch till the end. I will also show and differentiate between their models. So we will differentiate them on 7 bases, starting with the first one on the basis of OSI model. Those who are new, we have explained OSI model in our last video, you can check it out. So on the basis of OSI model, the hub is a physical layer device, which are basic and unmanaged device. The switch is a data link layer device, and they are more intelligent than hubs. The router is a network layer device, and are responsible for routing data between different networks or subnets, so all these three lies in different layers of the OSI model. Next one, we will differentiate them on the basis of classification. The hub uses broadcast format for data transmission. A broadcast format refers to a method of sending data to all devices within a network segment or a specific network. When data is sent in a broadcast format, it is addressed to a special broadcast address that is recognized by all devices on the network segment or within a particular network. This means that every device in that segment or network will receive and process the broadcast data. The hub uses a multicasting method for data transmission. Multicasting is a method of data transmission that allows for efficient one-to-many or many-to-many communication. It's a method for transmitting data to a select group of recipients rather than sending data to all devices in a network like broadcasting. Multicasting is commonly used for applications such as video streaming, online gaming, and content distribution. The router uses a routing path from a routing table to transmit data. Routing tables are used to determine the path that network packets should take to reach their destination. A routing table typically contains information about available routes, including the next hop devices or IP addresses and associated metrics or preferences. Going ahead, the next topic of differentiation is the format of data in which it is transmitted. The hub uses electric signals and bits for data transmission. In a hub-based network, data transmission involves converting digital data into electrical signals, which are then broadcast to all devices connected to the hub. Each device on the network segment receives the signals, interprets them as bits, and processes the data if it is intended for that specific device based on its MAC address. The switch uses data frames and packets for data transmission. Data frames are used at the data link layer for communication within a switched network. Switches forward these frames based on the destination MAC address, ensuring that data is sent only to the specific device it is intended for. The router sends the data in the form of data packets. Data packets processed by routers have a specific format that includes various fields. The most common packet format used in modern networking is the Internet Protocol (IP) packet format. Next, we will differentiate them on the basis of addresses used. The hub does not use any IP or MAC address for data transmission. So hubs do not use any specific network addresses like MAC, media access control addresses, or IP, Internet Protocol addresses. Unlike switches and routers, which operate at higher layers and make forwarding decisions based on MAC or IP addresses, hubs are much simpler devices. The switch uses MAC address for data transmission. MAC addresses are used to make intelligent forwarding decisions, ensuring that data is delivered only to the specific device it's intended for. This helps optimize network traffic and improve network performance compared to older technologies like hubs, which broadcast data to all connected devices indiscriminately. The router uses IP address for data transmission. An IP address for a router is an address assigned to one of the router's interfaces, typically used for managing and configuring the router, as well as for routing purposes. Routers play a critical role in connecting different networks together and forwarding data between them. Next, we will differentiate them on the basis of installation purpose. The hub is mainly used for LAN networks. LAN, which is the local area network. The switch connects multiple LAN networks to capacity, and the router covers much larger connections, not limited to LAN or MAN. Going ahead, differentiation on the basis of processing and intelligence. The hub does not have a proper processing unit and no intelligence. There is no address-based intelligence in a hub to determine which specific device should receive the data. Every device connected to the hub's port will receive the data, regardless of its MAC or IP address. The switch uses processing unit like MAC address to distinguish the message to be sent. It uses MAC addresses to make intelligent forwarding decisions, ensuring that data is delivered only to the specific device it's intended for. The router uses performs the most complicated queries. Routers are highly intelligent devices that maintain routing tables and make decisions based on destination IP addresses. They can also perform network address translation (NAT) and offer security features like firewall capabilities. The last basis of differentiation is based on the cost of installation. Like other differences as we have seen, low specification means low cost and high specifications means high costs. So similarly, the hub has a low cost of installation because it doesn't have much features. The switch has a moderate cost of installation because it has mid-level features. And finally, routers are most expensive to install because of their high specifications. So now let me show you a photo of these three. This router, which all of us has seen and also look at daily for Wi-Fi, so you all are familiar with it. Some of you might have seen hubs too in cyber cafe or in big organizations. If you have seen it before but didn't know its name or function well, I hope you might have understood now. Similarly, a switch which very less number of people might have seen used in offices or organizations. So that's all from this video. I hope you all have understood something from this video. So thank you guys, and do subscribe and join our Telegram channel.